5 minutes past 2 from the studios over the 8.9 FM. Good afternoon. Welcome to today's edition of the Roundtable. We all woke up on Sunday to see the video that has become, at this point, if I could call it the most popular video trending on social media, where the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Agboola Ajayi, and the Commissioner of Police in Ondo State, that is Bolaji Salami, were arguing. And what we could deduce from that was that we later heard that the Deputy Governor was barred from leaving the government house, and an argument ensued in the process. The Commissioner of Police came to the scene. But before we go into all of that, let's quickly listen to that video that we've seen online.
Sir?
The government house. So they don't say you should not go out.
That's what you are doing now, not even this boy. It is you now that's doing the CP.
You're already defecting. That's what
it's even like he's doing it now, not anybody.
No, you're already defecting.
How?
Even your letter was brought to me this evening.
That what?
That you are doing it on Monday.
So if I
government is
so if I do it, are you not a defecting? Excuse me, please. Are you not a police officer? It's not officer. If I'm leaving a place for another, what's your concern about? Are you an APC chairman? Are you the PDP chairman? Don't you have my concern?
There is no need of
there is need, sir, because you are here.
There is no need of
there is need, sir, because I've tried all constitutional manner, all the normal thing to prevent this crisis, and I can see that you were being used by the governor to prevent me of my personal rights. I'm highly embarrassed that a policeman of a caliber can be used like this. I'm highly embarrassed. And I'm saying this, I'm going to open the gate. Do you know how many hours I spent there?
Attend to the issue.
I don't understand. That the governor, a kind of even attached to me. I personally pay for this vehicle, not even government. If you maybe don't know.
And they said no.
That is the reason why you should put yourself in this mess, because it's totally mess now. Why will police be used, for God's sake? My brother, let me tell you, you people cannot repeat what happened in 1983 in Ondo State again. And it's unfortunate that they want to use the police to cause this, or those people will resist you with everything, with your emperor.
Drive the car yourself.
No, wait. The vehicle will stay. Let them go out with my personal car. I can't about the people, sir. I got to pay. No, just a minute, sir. Just a minute.
Video we saw Sunday morning, the one that is still trending on the social media. Well, after that, the Commissioner of Police put out a statement to say that he was only called to the scene to broker peace between eggs of the Deputy Governor and those of the Governor. Let me read the excerpt of a statement, the one that was signed by the PPRO, that is Public Relations Officer in Ondo State. It is only necessary that his presence at the scene as the Commissioner of Police could calm frayed nerves. Having listened to the reason for the misunderstanding, he advised both sides to come to terms, a condition they both agreed. CP Salami has never been a politician all through his life and would not want to be dragged into politics. He advised the good people of Ondo State that as the race to Ondo State government house draws very close, politicians with interest in the race should learn to play their game with the dictate of his laws. Then after that, we read a tweet from Governor Akeredolu, which was in response to a story carried by Sahara reporters. The governor wrote on his Twitter account in response. Okay, let me quickly read that to you. Total misrepresentation of fact. I did not tell the government house security to hold him back at any point. Why would I? Agbo can go anywhere he likes. I wish him well. Well, let me welcome my studio guests. I have on the show this afternoon the SA Special Duties to Governor Akeredolu, Dr. Doyin Odebowale. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you for having me.
I also have Barrister Wale Abimbola. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you for having me. Good afternoon.
And of course, Sowore works with the Deputy Governor as well. You're welcome on the program.
Thank you, my brother.
Okay, and Mr. Odebowale, a public commentator, is joining on the show this afternoon. You're welcome on the show.
You are welcome.
Let me start from you. I've heard that you were at the scene, Dr. Odebowale, that you witnessed everything from the beginning to the end. What really went down that night?
Well, thank you. Can I have this?
No, you don't have to move it.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Yes, I was not only at the scene. I was at the center of the whole unfortunate incident. You know, very disgraceful.
Okay.
To assert the list. I went to the government house. I heard the state task force on COVID-19. The SSA on security, Alaji Jimo Dojimo. We partner, my office, the office of the SSA on special duties and strategy, and the office of the SSA on security. You know, have been working together since the outbreak of this pandemic. But unfortunately, Alaji Dojimo took ill. He was on admission at the hospital. So I did not want to also go out with about 4 or 5 men, because we really got tired at the time. You know, about 2 of my men, you know, were not okay. So I was at the government house, still trying to decide on how to, because we received credible intelligence that some people were in some hotels, you know, trying to break the curfew. As the arrival of this new police commissioner, he has assisted us tremendously, considering the way, you know, his men will be found everywhere in Akure. So I was thinking of not going out again. While I was at that place, the time was around, I got into the government house at around 9:10, 9:20. By 9:30, I had already decided that I was not going out again. The CSO to the governor walked towards me and greeted me. While we were standing near the Chapel of Grace, the new church, close to the gate at the government house, I saw some movements. People were moving in. I now asked, rhetorically, because of course I don't live in the government house. So, do we have any? But because I knew that the governor was out of Akure, was not in Akure that night. Then the CSO now said, oh, some people were moving into the guest chalet, not even the real quarter, the guest chalet where the deputy governor still lives. So who are these people? At this time, curfew, and they're moving in like that? Who are these people? He said, no, they'll be moving out some things. I said, moving out what? He said, but you will not allow them to move out vehicles. You won't allow them to move out things. And I didn't get that. I didn't quite get that. At the time, I now saw about 4 vehicles coming. The deputy governor was not in the premises. Let people stop telling lies.
At that time?
He was not in that premises. I was right in my car. I was there. I saw all of them when they came. After they called him, he was not in that premises. Out of curiosity, I walked towards the place. The deputy governor and I, you know, I don't belong to their parties. They know what they get from telling lies. I don't play their useless politics. I walked towards the place. Who could these people be? And I told the OC government house that please, any car that is coming out, you must check thoroughly. Where I was standing, a civil servant called Balogun, Mr. Balogun, said he had challenged somebody who was trying to move the DSTV dish. I said, look, come tomorrow and do it. You can't do this at night. I said, this is laxity. You can't do this here. I said, search any vehicle that is going out. We didn't say, don't allow vehicles go out. The deputy governor was not in that premises.
At the time.
He was not there. Then in addition, I also that, look, some of these vehicles, you know, all along there is a standing directive that anybody who is not an official of the government cannot drive any government vehicle. Anybody who uses a plate number, we should impound the vehicle and prosecute the person. So I said, look, CSO, you stand there, identify any vehicle that is coming in. This is curfew. This is to 10. People will be coming and going out of government house. Say, stop them at the gate. Unfortunately, you know, because I got caught up in their useless politics now. a particular vehicle was in the middle of about 4 or 5 coming. I spotted. I said, no government vehicle will go out without the official attached to the vehicle. I said, none will leave this place. Any personal vehicle that want to go out, you search. Anybody who is moving anything out of this place, you want to search before you allow them to go out. Somebody now came down from one of the vehicles and he was armed. But apparently, the security men on ground did not even recognize him. He must be new. Because, I mean, they should know those attached to the office of the deputy governor. They should know those attached to the office of the deputy governor.
Can we do that this quickly because of our time?
So, the man approached the CSO and I said that one woman was inside that vehicle. I didn't know who the person was. A call came through. I went to the scene.
At what point did the deputy governor join them?
The deputy governor was invited. I turned those vehicles back.
Okay.
I said, anyone bearing government number cannot leave. You must go back. I went to
those are
hello, please. You have your time. Let me hear the question, please. I'll come to you.
Please. I know we are in this studio. Tell him not to interject when I'm talking, please.
Don't worry. Go ahead. Hello, Allen. I will come to you. All right, go ahead.
So as the deputy, the security man came down from the vehicle, was talking to the CSO. Then I got to know that one woman was in the vehicle as well.
Okay, because of our time,
yeah.
was the deputy governor, because that's what that's
the deputy governor
stopped from leaving the government house.
The
was it bad by
the person who was not in the government
at the point that at the time that he came,
when he came,
what the people saw
when he came, I did not even know that he had come. I went to my car. I parked my car near the Chapel of Grace. I was there. I didn't know the person who invited the police commissioner. I did not. I did not know the person who invited the two deputy commissioners of police and the AC ops. They pointed my attention to the fact that they were at the gate. They were at the gate. As at the time they were telling me that they were at the gate, the deputy governor had not come. It was that they came almost at the same time.
Okay. I'll come back to you. Let me ask Alain. I also learned that you were at the scene that night.
Yeah,
so what happened?
This is what happened. It started in the afternoon.
Okay.
There was a statement that aides or the deputy governor
in the afternoon.
The deputy governor called me that I should issue a rebuttal that if any of his aide is moving out, he permits the security agent at the government house to search them. The deputy governor lives in the government house. He moves out, he comes in. I don't even think that a curfew can stop the deputy governor. The woman he was referring to is the wife of the deputy governor inside deputy governor's vehicle. The deputy governor has a private house in Ijapo. Because of the vehicle, he has a lot of visitors. His wife, his sister, he has there. Because the deputy governor quarter in government house cannot even take his family. He said, start moving before the COVID caught up with you. This is around 6:30. So they were stopped at the government house. Deputy governor's convoy. The deputy governor waited as if the thing was just to search, to know about it.
Dr. Boy, please,
so
I'll come back to you.
After about 30 minutes, that the deputy, which is security, that the deputy governor vehicle was stopped from going out with his wife, his family, his children. The man has to come down from his house. I said, let me go out to the scene and see what happens. He got there. What happened? They say there was a directive that no official vehicle should go out.
Did they say who the directive came from?
They didn't say it, but apparently we saw them making calls that none of the deputy governor's official vehicle should go out. And deputy governor said, okay, let me enter and see if you will buy the vehicle and myself. The deputy governor entered the vehicle. They did not open. He became helpless. So he called the commissioner of police. This is what is happening to me. I can't move out. My family are stuck. The commissioner of police came. He could not display enough courage to say, no, I won't allow this in my state. Look,
Let us be sincere. The government house is an organized place. The government house has chairman, has a whole police station. The duty of somebody who's enforcing curfew should not extend to government house. And the government house, the way they put it, looking as if it is litter with gold. Every apartment, every quarter in the government house has occupants that are officials of government that earn salary.
Well, some of the things we've read was that you were moving out some things, some items from the government.
His personal effects, his photographs,
okay,
his clothes, his books, his shoes. Those are his personal belongings. No, there are inventory. Every government official that occupies the government house have inventory. There's even someone who take inventory. You have two.
Was that done? Because one of the things we're hearing was that why did they have to leave at night? Was that done before?
That is the question I'm asking. Where does the deputy governor lives? He lives in the government house. So if, for instance, he decided to move two of his frame to his personal building somewhere, is that an offense?
So he was not moving out of the government house. He was just moving something.
Even if he decided to move out of government house, is that an offense? Is that? I'm asking you. So where you have an ordinary political appointee stopping and superintending over the detention of an elected deputy governor of a state, popularly elected by the people, who enjoy constitutional immunity, and you want to justify that? My brother, this is not done anywhere.
Dr. Odebowale, let me ask you, Alan, just a minute now. Let me ask you. Before now, just as you said, Agboola would move in and out of the government house with vehicles. People would come around and visit him, and it was not an issue. Why did it become an issue at this point? Was it because it was defecting to the PDP?
There was not an issue. In fact, it was when the CP, that he called, that the deputy governor called, according to him now, because I did not call, nobody called him. Nobody, because there was not an issue to it. As a matter of fact, what has now become what people are celebrating now about defecting, there was this freedom slip from the CP. That was, the CP moved to the deputy governor.
He said these are APC vehicles. He said that on that video. The CP said that these were APC vehicles on that video. I don't know if you watched the video.
He recorded it.
I did.
He recorded it.
I did.
Look.
You think I'm a friend?
When he came,
let me ask you.
Hello.
Please, you don't talk to me. Don't ask me.
Please.
You ask the.
I do the question. I will come to you.
Please.
Okay, go ahead.
When I was there, I did not even think that this whole scenario would lead to what people will now try to, cash in on. I was not there because I even knew that anybody was defecting or jumping or do anything. And I'm saying this. I don't belong to their parties.
But when you saw the deputy governor there, let me ask you. When you said the deputy governor, you said there was that you said a vehicle. You saw a vehicle. If I heard you correctly, that you saw a vehicle with government tag on it. You said it should be checked. Was that not what you said at the beginning?
The vehicle that actually attracted attention was a pilot van that a security agent told the CSO that the van had been used to park some
let me pose my question.
Okay.
As a sitting deputy governor of Ondo State,
yes,
whether is moving out of the government house or is still within the government house, does he not have a right to go anywhere he pleases with his pilot van?
In fact, his movement was not impeded in any way. I was
still in the government house.
I was not
allowed to move out with
Excuse me, please. I was not at the scene when the deputy governor decided to leave his own vehicle because he came from Ijapo. He left the vehicle that brought him. I went to sit in the pilot van. It was not as if he was impeded. He was not asked not to go. Then the CP, because I was surprised when I saw the CP, because it was not even meant to be a thing that was, because the deputy governor came with one member of House of Assembly representing Idori, and another member of House of Assembly. And I don't even know
said he was there.
Yeah. So he was the one. He was shocked because he didn't even understand what was going on. Apparently, he was not told that they were coming to do some recording or whatever. So he retorted. Then one of those who were with me now said, look, I should stay away. And because Mr. Ajayi is a person that, we share mutual respect, we remove this their office, either ordinary or underground or elected or whatever. When he sees me, as is the deputy governor, he will say, Egbon. So I owe him a lot. Forget about what is happening between them. I don't belong to their parties. And I think like an in-law, because my wife is...
Let's get this clearly. Let's get it clearly.
Yes.
The bone of contention here now is the pilot van. You mentioned that.
Yes.
The pilot van.
Yes.
Now, this pilot van, that is what I've asked you. That as the sitting deputy governor, this pilot van belongs in his convoy. Does he not have a right to move with the pilot van wherever he so pleases?
No, he has a right to move to anywhere. Even now, he enjoys immunity.
So why was he not allowed to?
He was not there
to go out with the pilot van. Even when he came. When he came now, I'm talking about when he came.
No, when he came, it had become an issue. Because, it will appear as if the deputy governor was now supporting those who have been accused, who have been suspected of looting. It had changed. That was why I stayed away. I didn't want to have any altercation. You won't see me in that
Okay,
video.
just a minute. I spoke earlier this morning on the phone with the member representing the House of Assembly member that you mentioned, Rashid Elegbele,
Yes.
a member of the Ondo State House of Assembly. He was also at the scene. Let's listen to him.
Okay. So I'm on the line with Honorable Rashid Elegbele, member of Ondo State House of Assembly. We learned that you witnessed, you were at the scene when the deputy governor was not allowed to leave the government house. Is that true?
Yes, of course.
Please, what really happened? Because a lot of issues are coming up. So many statements and counter statements are coming up from the government and the other side.
Well, the event happened, was it not 2 days ago? My honorable colleague, Honorable Festus Akinkaso, was with Deputy Governor at Government House. So he now called me that they were not allowed to leave the quarters. I said, why? He said they blocked the road that the Deputy Governor should not go out. He off the phone, later he called me back that they were still there. I now took my vehicle and went there to see the scene. On getting there, my brother, I met the deputy governor inside the in-laws. And I said, okay, what happened? Why did they say the CSO said he should not go out with the in-laws. And that in-laws belonged to him. He was one for the motor and there was no available escort van for him. So I now asked from the CSO, what is happening? He said that is the order. He said it's an order. Okay, that's exactly what happened. They now delay him for almost, I was there for almost 3 hours. The CP was there. The CP even telling the deputy governor that this is APC motto. Deputy governor, what do you mean by APC motto? This motto, assuming it's a government motto. He said that he was one who bought the motto and they have never paid him back. He said if it was government motto, you cannot call it an APC motto, it is government motto. He said that there was I saw a letter that you are defecting on Monday. My brother, I don't know why the commissioner of police is too biased about the issues of about that issue. Because he is to protect the people of Ondo State. And he is to even run away from party issues. Not to even talk of.
Let me ask you, Honorable, what would you make of the statement coming out from the government that the governor did not give out and that the governor did not know about it?
Well, as a person, the governor was spoken. He has said to the people of Nigeria that he does not know anything about it. So when he said he doesn't know about it, which means the CP did it intentionally. That's my own comment. I cannot say governor is telling lie or not true. But that means that the CP was the one who did it intentionally because the governors had denied that he did not know anything about the matter.
Okay, that was Honorable Rashid Agboola, who was also at the scene, stating his own position of what is happening. Now, let me turn to Barrister Wale Abimbola. What do you make of all these things, of what went down on Saturday?
Oh, well, thank you very much. Looking at the whole thing from its face value, from the videos that we saw, I think Dr. Odebowale did not land on a line of thought that he was going to making, and I think that possibly would have aligned with my own thought in this issue. He was saying that the CP let out a fraudulent slip,
yes,
and that was the issue of are you moving on Monday or something?
Yeah, so a letter came to
No. He said, please, I mean, there should be peace. He said that I came because of peace. And I said, look, JB, I even received a letter from you
that you'll be defecting.
That you'll be defecting on Monday, asking for my protection.
And he said this were APC. He said this were APC vehicles.
No, well,
he said that. He said that. He said that because we'll just play that. Dr. Odebowale, I'll come to you.
Okay.
Let him have his time. I'll come to you.
I think that has really cleared this whole thing. You see, my first reaction when I saw it, and I'm proud that at least it has shown that the governor has no hand in all this. At least from the angles that we've listened to, from the accounts, from the two gentlemen who were witnesses to what happened, who are here in the studio, Dr. Odebowale and my good brother Mr. Sowore, we have seen that obviously it was, to me, if you ask me, I would say this happened, this whole thing is happening maybe out of either overzealousness or misinterpreted overzealousness from the side of the police. Look, it is very clear. The Constitution established the police, and the Police Act gives the police the power, to prevent and detect crime, apprehend offenders, preserve the law and order, protect life and properties.
What crime was being committed at that point?
That was what I was saying, that if the very senior police officer, the Commissioner of Police, had informed the world that there was a petition. If that video, if it had been contained therein that there was a petition alleging that a crime was to be committed, this whole argument wouldn't have arisen. But the action of the political, I put all this blame on the doorstep of the police. Honestly, I would have loved if the PPRO were to be in this panel, because it's obvious that in terms of politics, in terms of politicking and politics, things are bound to be happening. We will continue to witness more dramas in the build-up to the election. Obviously, we can't do that.
Let me ask
However, I think if it was a question of the police preventing the commission of a crime,
because from what we heard from the Commissioner of Police, I think his major issue was that the deputy governor was defecting to another party. He did say that. I have a letter in my office that you'll be defecting on money, and he said these were APC vehicles. I'm about asking, is the APC and Ondo State government one and the same?
If you ask me, I would say no. The governor of Ondo State is the governor of Ondo State, of both APC, PDP, any other party, and even the non-partisan. The deputy governor of Ondo State, as of today, is the deputy governor of all, of APC, of PDP, and that is why I am putting this blame on the doorsteps of the Commissioner of Police. I remember during the regime of General Muhammadu Buhari as a Minister of the State, a Commissioner of Police was Governor Oyakilome. Under Abacha, Commissioners of Police Oyakire and the rest were coming. So it means whoever can attend that office should be seen as a man who can man a whole state. So I think this whole misinterpretation, either misinterpretation or misconstruction of all things, was caused majorly, to me, by the overzealousness of the Commissioner of Police. Because except if there were other things that the rest of us did not know that was not contained in that video. If we are reacting straight to that video, I think I did not see anything pointing in the direction of wanting to prevent commission of crime in that video.
Okay, Dr. Odebowale, let me ask you this.
Yes.
One of the things we've had before now, even though people spokespersons within the government, even Comrade Gani Mohammed, who came with you here, has denied it. I've interviewed him on a crisis between the governor and his deputy. Several people, misunderstanding, let me put it that way. Yes. Several people within the government have denied that. I've asked them that question before it got to a head, and we saw that video on Saturday. Now, let me ask you, one of the allegations in the public space is that before now, the deputy governor has been unfairly treated by his boss, and that he has been severally humiliated.
Please, you
is that so?
No, you will spare an ordinary appointee from getting into that. But I can quickly tell you
that from the word of Sowore.
Let me quickly tell you this.
We are. That is the truth. We are. Are we elected?
During the course of my enforcement, my team caught the deputy governor, Mr. Mudeni and Wale Williams. They were in an unmarked vehicle. They were going towards Itori. We just stopped. Then the inspector said, "Come down here. You know, coffee." Then, as soon as the deputy governor came down from the vehicle, he saluted and left. And I'm talking about what happened recently. He saluted and left. Ask him, he's still living, he's the deputy governor. He must be listening to me now. My team caught him. Because we didn't know it was, the deputy governor was coming. They caught him right in the middle of the road, at night.
Okay, let me ask you.
So please, let me quickly now.
Okay.
Let me land on whether there is a crisis or not. Politicians know the way they behave. One morning you are APC, the next morning you are PDP, then you are AA, you are PP, you are anything. You can be whatever you want. I don't belong to any of their parties. I can never be. I'm saying with all sense of responsibility. Those who practice politics, I don't have the stamina. I can only wish them well, because I know I'm a lawyer. But it is true that I was trained in the art of equivocation. You say yes and no with equal intensity. Regardless of what we get. But you see, don't talk about crisis. I was not aware of any until this.
Until that video.
Until
that video.
No, not even the video. Because I was there.
Until he defected, or when?
Defected. If the commissioner of police mentioned something close to it, I did not even think about it. I was battling my demons. My children will be going back to school.
Okay. Because of our time.
I didn't even know about that.
Dr. Odebowale, let me ask you, you work with the deputy governor. Yes. Is it true? Because we've had that allegations that he was not treated well by his boss. How true is that?
Absolutely correct.
Okay.
And the video tells it all. How can
you mention some of these instances? That because what we saw from that video seems to be a combination of so many things that had been happening before then, before it got to head on Saturday. Can you mention some of these instances?
Let me give you an example. During the 3rd year anniversary, I witnessed it. There were 4 occasions in this state where the deputy governor was sitting. And during the recognition of protocol, his name was not mentioned. 4 occasions.
Who did the recognition?
Government official.
Okay.
Government official. So these are the issue. His office.
And you think it was done deliberately?
You actually in the media.
You think it was done deliberately?
The commissioner of information, Donald Dojogo, repeatedly has been using government fund to attack the office of the deputy governor. You saw it. Newspaper interview. Is that correct? A government official paid by the people's money to service the people, using the same resources meant for government to attack not enemy the office of the deputy governor. Have you read it in the newspaper? Have you see it? A mere commissioner attacking the office of the deputy governor? The office of the deputy governor and that of the deputy governor, they are conjoined. And that is why sometimes I pity their ignorance. How can you be paid by the same government resources and you attack the same government? The deputy governor will remain the deputy governor until he is impeached or he resign.
One of the things he said on that video that I listened to was that he made several efforts to see that there was some sort of resolution of some of the issues. How true was that?
Who made that?
The deputy governor said that.
Of course.
That's the one recorded.
There were so many takes of the video. I don't know which one you watched.
Yes, let me tell you what happened. The background information of that, what happened. What happened was that government got credible information that the deputy governor was going to move on Sunday to the People's Democratic Party. So the whole thing you see in the video was to prevent him from moving any of his vehicle, any of his official vehicle, to the venue of the declaration. And that's what they did. Even up to now, as we speak, those vehicles are still there. That is the question. Even as we speak, those vehicles are still there. Yes.
He was not allowed to go with them. Now, one of the things the deputy governor said was that the panel van that Dr. Odebowale mentioned, the Hilux vehicle, that he bought it with his own money.
Yes.
Yeah.
So if he bought it with his own money, why was he not allowed to live with it?
Look, you see, this idea of buy or not buy, in fact, all the vehicles he still has, the SUV, the bulletproof, all of these are still, they are within. And I'm saying that, look, it's unfortunate that I'm in the middle of this nonsense. I spend my time for more productive issues. Look, the Hilux van, I suspected, I was acting under a reasonable suspicion that something untoward had happened. And the CSO also gave the impression that, look, he would not want any problem for himself because he was afraid of his career. That was how I stepped in. I'm not a policeman. I'm not anything. Look, the deputy governor knows me very well. If he had met me at the gate, I would have called him aside and said, look, he and I, we share mutual respect. And I'm repeating it here. He has never called me by my name. He says Egbon.
Okay.
He says so. I have no reason whatsoever.
Let me talk to Mr. Adebo.
No reason.
You've listened to both sides on this issue. What, as a stakeholder, what's your read of this development?
Well, I saw it coming.
Okay.
You see, when the PDP was getting into trouble, some people were celebrating it.
Okay.
And I said it even here, that the APC that was coming up, we should be expecting its own disaster, just like the PDP. The fact is that these people or these organizations comprise string bedfellows. They came together for the purpose of winning an election. It was after winning the election that they wanted to settle down, to know themselves, to even know their party. There was no commitment.
It's like marrying a stranger.
They were marrying a stranger. And it was a marriage of convenience. They wanted to finish, as it were, the PDP. So they had no ideology. They don't have personal knowledge of themselves. All they wanted was power. And I thought that in a spate of 3 years, they would have been patient enough to understand each other and to adjust to accommodate themselves. But there is so much impatience and there is so much ambition. When you have that type of a thing, it does not last. And you will see that APC, it is not peculiar to Ondo State. What has played it up is the coming election. Other states where you have APC in power, even where they are not in power, they are fighting themselves. Because, like the Yoruba say, rikishi lo pa won po. Tondore, rikishi yen no do dem atuwonka. And when people who are entrusted with the authority of the state, you will expect a level of maturity from them, which will reflect in their comportment. Again, because they have not taken time to evolve as a party, they have no leader. They have no respect for anybody. In those days,
no unifying factor.
No rallying point.
Like when we had the UPN of those days and the AG that we read about, there was a leader who would call them if there was any trouble. He would summon them. They would hear they were running to Ikene. Everybody would be rehearsing.
What about Buhari?
Buhari. Don't let us talk about Buhari. You see, they will be rehearsing what to say. I read.
So you're saying Buhari is not in charge as the leader of the party?
I don't think he's interested in the party affairs. Okay. Maybe in the office of president and what the office of president can do for certain subject matters on certain. I remember there was a time Bola Ige had a problem. I think it involved an accusation about his meeting with Obasanjo and SMA Folabi, and so they were going to Jos. When Bola Ige was reported, he reported it as the night of a long knife. He knew that he could be crucified, and his career will end that day. But these people, they hold nobody any explanation, not even the people who voted them in. They have no regard for anybody. So in that situation, anything can happen. And I think that the public space, there's so much information circulating. Some of them are already thinking of how they will demolish APC, then evolve or bring up another party, until they address the issue of partisan politics, of party politics, and to make it work, and to evolve a leadership that they would respect, that they would defer, that we won't have anything. They will continue to have this. Even those of them who are decamping now, it is not the end of their decamping.
You're saying they will still continue to defer to other parties.
Yes. But again,
the journey continues.
Yes.
There was somebody started from AD and is now his then neighbor A to Z.
But again, I think that people have an opportunity to hold them to account. And that opportunity comes at every election. So if the people continues to tolerate indiscipline on the path of politicians, we will continue to have them. We would continue to have indiscipline recurring. And
let me ask you. People have said that the APC came into power with a lot of goodwill in 2015.
Yes, they have wasted it.
Okay, so with what is happening now across all the states, yes. Ondo, Edo, yes. Even in Ekiti, where election is not until 2022, Ojudu is against fire me. Do you have a lot of these people fighting one another across all this across all the states? Yeah. Now, with what you've seen, there are people who say that the APC seems to be too focused on politics rather than on governance, that they have been distracted. Is that so?
Yeah, they saw the party as a disposable commodity to be used and dumped. You see, when election comes like this, they could belong and invest in the political party. No as soon as the election is over, they discard the party, they forget everybody in the party. The party chairman who should have noted some instability and summon his members, they act to him as his boss. I'm not sure that Adetime can summon the governor of Ondo State or the deputy governor and ask them and interrogate them and tell them this is what I hear about. He wouldn't try it. And until we have that type of recognized leadership, we are getting nothing from them. Okay. And even the electorate who votes them, they have no regard for the electorate, and it will continue to recycle. And with the instability in party politics, in electoral system, will continue. And it is very
okay. Before I come to you, Dr. Odebowale, just a minute. Earlier this morning, I spoke with the National Public Secretary of the PDP, Mr. Kola Olobodinyo, and this is what he said about this issue and other issues regarding Ondo State.
I have on the phone with me the National Public Secretary of the PDP, Mr. Kola Olobodinyo. So let me ask you, Mr. Olobodinyo, recently it seems your party has been enjoying some sort of, what should I call it, blessing or good with the gale of defections, especially of prominent people. There's the governor of Edo State and then the deputy governor of Ondo State coming into the PDP. How do you feel about this?
Well, we are upbeat about it. And like you said, it's God in action and purposeful leadership in the People's Democratic Party. And the fact that we are in touch with the people, like our name suggests, we are a People's Democratic Party. Our concern in the PDP. And that is why you could see that after the lies, the propaganda, and sorts of the Progressive Congress, Nigerians now know the party that truly has their interests at heart. And leaders are now coming back to our party.
You must be monitoring development in Edo and in Ondo State. There are people, PDP members who are already saying that Obaseki and Agboola Ajayi will be foisted on them. In fact, there is there was this interview in the Punch yesterday where one of the aspirants in Ondo State was complaining. I don't know if you read that interview. Is it true that the party will be sending the ticket to Obaseki in Edo and Agboola Ajayi in Ondo?
In the People's Democratic Party, we do not fix tickets. We do not sell tickets. We sell nomination forms. And once there is more than one aspirant, we take all the aspirants to the primaries. That is the process in the People's Democratic Party. And we have not departed from that, and we are not going to depart from it.
I don't know if you saw the video making the rounds yesterday where the Deputy Governor of Ondo State, Agboola Ajayi, was blocked from leaving the government house on Saturday. The Ondo State Commissioner of Police telling him that the vehicles were APC vehicles. How did that make the PDP feel?
Well, we have condemned the act because we consider it an assault on the person and the office of the Deputy Governor of Ondo State. And we have also told the Inspector General of Police to rein his men in and make sure that his officers are ranked conform with the processes as provided for in the 1999 Constitution as amended. So we have condemned the action of the Commissioner of Police. We have also asked the aide to ensure that his men, officers are ranked conform themselves with the provisions of the Constitution.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Olomodinho. Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
So, Dr. Odebowale, you wanted to say something before?
Yes, concerning this, this thing about the democratic parties. Incidentally, I studied classics, and my PhD is from classics. I'm also a lawyer. So I do understand a bit of how democracy evolved in Athens, 5th century BC. It was never for the people. There is always this misconception that you talk about government for the people, by the people, and for the people. The Gettysburg Declaration of Abraham Lincoln is that nothing can be further from the truth. Because even in Athens, slaves were excluded, women were excluded, foreigners were excluded. Only adult males could vote, and the adult males who could participate were those who could make it to the agora, the marketplace, and they were tied to the apron strings of their patrons. There was their patronage and clientele system. Nexus, that bondage was such that you could not vote against your master, even at Athens. And the voting was by acclamation, so direct. They even practice what we call ostracon. From there you have ostracism. They will write the name of anybody on the potshell, anybody who they wanted to be banished for 10 years without loss of title or whatever. For 10 years, ostracon. Now the elites influenced it, even in Athens, because of pervasive illiteracy. Because the illiterates will see them to write, So they rigged it. So election rigging and all of this. See, between selfish interest and enlightened self-interest, we should begin to know what is in our best interest. You talk about APC, PDP, and all of these useless parties. And pardon my language.
Let's not use that. Please.
Yes. What exactly is their manifesto? What exactly is their manifesto? So I don't waste my time. I don't waste my time discussing about non-issues, because you say I will do this, I will do this, I will do this. How? You don't have party discipline. Democracy should be about bottom up. So who are these members? Those who have been prepared? Who are these people voting? Who are the electorate?
Okay, because of our time, I don't want us to leave this program, go on this program without talking about this. Barrister Wale Abimbola, what does the law say about defection, especially of a deputy governor or a vice president? Because in the case of Atiku in 2007, the Supreme Court ruled on that. Agboola has defected to the PDP. Does that stop him from enjoying the benefits that he should enjoy as the deputy governor of Ondo State?
The Constitution, Section 40, grants everybody the freedom of association. When it comes to elected persons, the Constitution is only specific about legislators. Where you are a member of the assembly,
you lose your seat.
You are supposed to lose your seat, except if there is a division
within your party.
So, Mr. Agboola Ajayi still remains the deputy governor of Ondo State until such a time when, one, if he voluntarily resigns, God forbid that is incapacitated,
or is impeached,
or when there is enough number, when the number can be mustered to impeach him if he's impeached, or till his tenure, nails, or So for now, the law is so clear about it. Unless
no time for that.
Dr. Odebowale, member of the assembly, if there are 18 of them today that are prepared to impeach, if they have grants to do, we have no power over that. But except where that happens, and again in aligning, before I finally round up, in aligning with what my Oga Mr. Odebowale said, it was the taught us activism with the university, until we begin to have the kind of an organized party leadership. Chief Agboola was a man who appeared to have seen tomorrow. That was why he combined the role of the party chairman with that of the presidential candidate. Because today, the party chairman don't have the power of patronage. It is the man that holds the office that has the power of patronage. So even the party chairman patronizes the man at the top. Whether at all levels. So until we have a disciplined party system,
you will not have it until those who go into police are educated.
What we have in Nigeria today, as far as I'm concerned, are mere interest groups to advance group and personal interest. But as it is today, that is our law, and that is what we operate by. May God save us from ourselves.
On a final note, let me ask Mr. Odebowale, what at this time? If you look at both camps, if you interact with some of them, some are jubilating. Agboola Ajayi is in PDP now. Some APC members too are jubilating, has left our party. What would you say to the electorate as election draws near, October 10?
Well, as the election draws near, I want the electorate to be more thoughtful, to be more critical, to identify potentials, performance, and their interests.
Interest.
This should matter to them. And again, I should warn them that the next election should not be seen as another opportunity to sell their votes. Because they will pay for
that's what they call it.
4 years. And the regret will be everlasting.
Do you think they will ever listen?
Well, we will do our own bit.
And journalists,
so that's when they start to complain, we say we want to. But I hope that a good percentage will listen, particularly with their experience with the politicians.
Alan, you want to say something?
Yeah.
Okay, quickly.
I just want to echo what a lawyer has said in the House. The deputy governor remains the deputy governor. And in Ondo State, we are known for our intellectual. I want to plead and suggest that should be respected. The very fact that he still remains the deputy governor, his vehicle should be released to him, his security apparatus, and he should be respected. You don't look at his size, look at that office, because that is what defines who we are.
Thank you very much, Alan Sowore. Let me thank my guest on the program this afternoon, Mr. Doyin Odebowale. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for coming. Alan Sowore, thank you for coming. Mr. Barrister Wale Abibola, thank you very much for coming.
Journalist well, lawyer well.
Dr. Doyin Odebowale, as a special duty to the governor. Thank you very much for coming.
Thank you.
Our time is far spent.
I think you're going to allow me to allege
we'll do that.
Agboola Ajayi should be the deputy governor.
We'll do that some other day. I want to thank you for being part of today's edition of the Roundtable. My name is Doyin Odebowale, and this is where we draw the curtain on today's edition of the show. Thank you very much for listening.
You didn't have to.
For the current news, entertainment programs, music promotions, sport news, advert promotion, documentary to the core, educative programs, 88.9 Adaba FM, not the best
Rather be here than anywhere else. Adaba 88.9 soothes my soul.
Ẹ má yí kúrò ń bẹ́ẹ̀, ẹjọ́ wà bẹ́ẹ̀, Àdàbà 88.9 FM.